What is it, mini lads, and welcome back to Comic Studio. That we're gonna be reviewing for some more comics, and I got some bad news that it was too late to complete for an upload schedule for just a little before 4:20 p.m. and for schedule around here because unfortunately it was gonna be pretty too late. So let's just scroll down, and we're gonna begin this video. But before this, because I have something for a pretty bad news. But I just completely lost my mind for a little bit bad reasons from my father. And because we just exactly started to waste some time, but unfortunately, we're unable to have a good time for just right now. We're gonna be scrolling down and we'll be seeing this. Here is some sort of like it's gonna be pretty worst over here. So I'm probably not sure. We're gonna be looking for something pretty terrible that we just completely looked on. So here we go that we're gonna be trying to look on for do this as well. So starting with over here and there, and got 200 followers for many of those things and probably another things as well. So we're gonna be completely started to keep on looking at those things. Stinky break, and it's not gonna be a little bit terrible for just one thing. We're gonna be seeing more about for those story comics instead of arts, and I'm going to be seeing like this one. So I'm not gonna be doing for such as by the way, as we're gonna be look onto hot comics, and first thing is made for a TH. And we think this isn't going to be going for a look for itself. And this is the developer itself. Syrupy is going to be going to a little bit for one thing itself. So it doesn't have any comments. So it does have for a lot of them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comments. And we got a lot of comments, and before I'm probably sure that I'm never gonna be probably should be able to do this. Because as you can see this is a lot of words, and because that or something was name was for the cream coffee, or nothing it was. The cream coffee, whipped coffee was actually pretty covered with some sort of other words and a lot of there. This is actually the creator. If I'm gonna be trying to look at this out, but I'm not sure. This isn't gonna be going for around for here for its first time as we're doing this. Next one is gonna be Cousins. That looks some sort of like the art collection, which is pretty a lot. As we can scroll down, there must be one comment over here. It says, "Oh my god, this is amazing," or what? And instead of saying OMJ for just pretty much time as well, because as you can see for these things, this is actually pretty cringe for an all like this thing. Let me know down in the comments while you're seeing this as well, as you'll be seeing this for all ready to do this, as looks like the title was says Cousins, and that leads to the studio was the Void Bug Stuff comic studio from over here. So the next one is must be a small. I'm talking to a small break. So that must be about for 8 clips and the description, and there must be a lot of users. As you look like this, as you can see, the studios hangout for me and the boys comic studio. So we're gonna be trying to read out loud, and we'll be seeing for just a little bit of time. And it has so many comments, and it's gonna be recently. It's a lot of them. I think it's gonna be a little bit of few of them, but more of few for many of those things. So let's start with the first clip that he just pretty say. I think I might take a small break from a comic studio. That he thinks that isn't gonna be good though. Going into the next clip, I've been kind of depressed and bored on the site lately. Wait, is he gonna be trying to launch his business around here? I guess apparently because the snake has been absent for almost 2 days, but I'm pretty sure He's not gone forever, and he will definitely return soon. But there is one only reason. On the other, the main reason why I'm doing this is why because of the recent dramas, the Jeff drama and the PEH drama. Don't worry, I'm not quitting Comic Studio, and I'm not quitting the boys either. I'll be checking it in a few days, and I'll also check my notifications at least 4 times a day. But as you for right now, see you boys later. If who might check if the notifications every 2 to 3 hours, by the way, and the recent he doesn't know like this one. And so let's guess going to do this as well, because if you try to let me know now in the comments while you're looking at this thing for all 8 clips, we have all of them. So move on to the next comic. This is pretty odd and probably like these things, because as you see this Geo 2007 and the S the Snake, it wasn't going to be pretty one for this thing, a brother or what itself, and shared on April 5th 2024, because in the last day, or even for its 2 days ago by an April of 4th, we have been forced us to stay inside the quarantine for about here when I just watched this video 4 years ago, and this comic has 2 comments for about this. So we're gonna be talking about for these things, and the main one was actually Nook Truck Vape Ribbon Takeover, because that is one kind of a Mr. Man from over here. So the first clip says we are Nintendo Ultimate Television Game System. We challenge all players or players. You cannot beat us, and I am your zapper gun. What is this? I'm nothing that isn't gonna be going for but is beat us. What is absolutely nothing that is not a nerd? It's not a geek, because something is absolutely terrible for acting like kids, for cannot able to beat us. Even your robot partner, for many more, love these things. Going down on the basements, you cannot beat us. And looks like they're on in the basement. Score is 1 million. That she completely beat it. So, but this time that I'm not sure that Milky Way cookie just pretty dead. That doesn't able to beat us. This is actually pretty worse. Discover new world, said Professor. Cannot beat us? Unfortunately, that Nintendo is challenged to try to beat these developers, and because he cannot able to defeat us. That was pretty terrible, and isn't going to be just like this anymore. But let's gonna be move on to the next comics. So this is absolutely gonna be rare browsing comics. We got multiple of those times, because instead of those other people, oh, there it is. Or nothing is absolutely pretty cringe. Or what is this? So I'm not pretty sure that we're gonna be trying to do this, and we're gonna be look on to inside from other there. So this is one of her nightmares before this, and we're gonna be going for around here. It says here into the descriptions, literally unbeatable, and not many of those things. Void bug caught yapping, but solar balls is real. Nothing is absolutely gonna be going for really terrible times. So I might gonna be going for return here, and we just completely looking onto this, because the reason why that astronaut cookie is in trouble, and she was felled off, and she was in the void. So the first clip was she got slapped by some sort of a monster or some sort of a dark creature in outer space. She left off the pod, and she was gone forever and ever. But all of a sudden, that isn't going to be quietly going on for this thing. But then she screamed all the way, forever gone, that she thinks of what is going on. I'm having out of body experience. It wasn't that her like this anymore. Because unfortunately she died. And out of accident. And she was pretty always screaming all the way to death. And the final one for this clip was, "Can't you hear me?" It's probably, she's gone. Right, that was pretty terrible, right? And then another comic, we just absolutely look onto it. So I'm probably sure there must be a few comments for around here. So as you can see, there must be 4 comments, 2 replies, and I won't be able to do so because anyways, that is absolutely, that the title says work in progress, and why there must be the 5 threes, that is absolutely going to be going for around here, that I just completely look onto the strategy, and we cannot able to look around for this some sort of a drawing. So we just look on to another itself for many more of those things. So we still manage to look on, and we cannot able to see around of this next page. So I cannot believe this isn't going to be going for just all about. So that is going to be recently the end of this video, of course. And before that is going to be pretty the end of this video. But I'm afraid that we're exactly started to waste some time for some more and some more again, while we're requesting for uploading another video for it to do so. Thanks for watching and for all your support. And if you just try to leave me know down in the comments below that you be seeing stuff in the last few moments. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. So thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is gonna be Turbo Concept is signing off. Probably I have really no choice, but I'll talk to you mini lads all later, but we're absolutely still producing for anyways.